for 3 days and 170 hours more to complete our task.
It is just nothing, Dr. Sumati, for you. 170 is just a number. I know you are able to do it much better than anybody else. Congratulations and welcome, Amadou Kumar sir. As an alumni, you are rocking. I
Yeah,
thank you.
definitely,
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Frankly speaking, we planned actually for Bharatiya University student and its affiliate colleges one by one. We have to execute the program. This is the actual plan.
We will do
Yeah,
it, doctor.
that
We will do it,
physically
Dr.
we
Sumati.
can't join together.
And I am proud
Yeah,
because
which is a wonderful thing.
yeah, he comes from my college where I was the founder principal. So he's my alumni. I'm proud about it.
Who, sir?
Mr. Amadou Kumar is my alumni.
Amara Kumar. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, okay, okay.
So before
Yeah.
Bharatiyar University alumni, he was my Parks College alumni. So I am so proud about it.
Oh, excellent, sir. Excellent.
Thank you so much, sir, for highlighting this one in the availability of these many profiles out there. I'm really blessed to be a part of Parks College because when I didn't get admission anywhere, it is only Park College who came with admission, to be very frank.
So we develop people. So therefore, அதாவது நம்ம பாரதியார் யூனிவர்சிட்டியுடைய இது வேர்டிங்ஸ் அரைஸ் அவைட் தான் சார். அது வந்து எஜுகேட் டு எலிவேட். ஸோ அதுதான் நம்மளுடைய முக்கியமான பாயிண்ட்டுங்க. டாக்டர் சோமதி வெரி வெல்.
Actually, when I approached Parks College, there was no admissions for BSc Computer Science. And when I showed my NCC certificates, my divisional certificates, and all the stuff, and they created one seat, and that is how they admitted me into Parks College. Because I reached the college very late, without
We are
knowing
very
what
proud
is
of you, sir. We are very proud of you, Mr. Amadou Kumar. We are very, very proud of you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a really great blessing.
Along with that, Dr. Sumati needs to be congratulated that she brings out all the talent in Coimbatore. Very, very, effective way of presenting the information to all of us in the affiliated institution.
That's true.
Great work, Dr. Sumati. Great work.
We wanted to show the sample, sir. Actually speaking.
Trailer.
The sample itself shows like a product.
This is the sample film.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, this is the sample film.
Wonderful, wonderful. God,
Like in other words, ma'am, you can say this is a trailer.
Trailer. But such a long trailer. Okay, great.
good. So we wait for your presentation, Mr. Amadou Kumar. Welcome. Welcome once again.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Shall we proceed, sir?
Yes, ma'am, we can proceed, but we have only 100 participants. If you are expecting more, let them join and finish the process, not a problem. Because I think we need to value the time of those people who are on time rather than waiting for people who are still looking into it. So when people join, they can join in the process and they can come to know about it.
Actually, our original plan, we didn't expect. The project fellow is in Ariyalur and Snega is today with us.
Okay.
I permitted her to work from home today.
Okay, but Sneha is like coordinating very well. Please convey my more of
She is
very good coordination. Of left the meeting. Okay, gentlemen, I think there is some technical issue with Sumati madam's side, so she got disconnected. Anyway, so let us not keep ourselves silent using this time. Okay, any doubts you have, anything you want to inquire or check with me, please do raise it now. Okay, we will discuss. Until
Sir, we have submitted the assessment yesterday.
that is I'm the one who prepared the assessment. Okay, and was it easy,
And
Mr. Tushar? Was it easy to
uh,
answer?
yeah, I scored 16 out of 20.
16 out of 20. Okay, that's great. Cool. So I got only 10 question windows. So within the 10 question, I got to raise questions related to the topics whichever we covered. And I was always asking questions related to SEO. Then I found it very difficult to create questions beyond SEO.
Oh,
Anyway, then I was pushed into some situation because it's not a very
no,
deep,
but
in-depth technical
yeah,
stuff. Because
but getting 16, I understood that at least where I stand.
yeah, that's actually once we know what is what, and the next stage is how to, right? Right. So the first stage is getting to know about what is what. Then once you
Yes.
start doing
Is it
it, basically, yeah.
audible today?
Yes, ma'am.
Amadappa sir, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible to us. Yep.
Okay, okay. Shall we start, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we can.
Yeah, very good morning to one and all assembled here virtually. And this is the seventh day program. We are assembled here for the purpose of listening and enlightenment lecture will be given by Mr. Ramada Kumar. Today is the seventh day, and I hope you are following the feedback form as well as the attendance procedure as well as the assignment which was given yesterday. So kindly follow the procedure of our program also. And on behalf of all the participants, I welcome again Mr. Ramada Kumar sir for this forthcoming wonderful session. And definitely we hope based on that. Frankly speaking, today morning I asked Mr. Nirmal, what about you, Nirmal sir? Like that. Yeah, madam, tomorrow we will come and join. Till that time, a sequence with a series of lectures will be given by Mr. Ramada Kumar. So this is a package-like program. So the continuity will be there. So today, Mr. Ramada Kumar and tomorrow, Mr. Nirmal and Vijay may join the program. And on behalf of every participants, I welcome again Mr. Ramada Kumar for this session. Thank you very much. Now over to Ramada Kumar sir.
Thank you so much, madam, for the warm introduction and the updates. Whatever we had till now in the last 6+1 days means the current day which is happening. Because in digital platform, we generally don't count the current day. We count only the past days. Okay. So 6+1. Okay. Anyway, so today, the topic which we are going to discuss is like web creation, basically called creating a website. Okay. Now, creating a website and creating website using portals like whichever is there as a free plan. So this is the ultimate goal that we have. And what we have discussed till now, okay, what we have discussed till now is something related to the content of the website. Okay, what we have discussed till now is something related to the content of the website. So how do you create a content? How do you generate a title? How do you create an image content, video content? Okay, and how do we generate the whole set of informations related to a product or services. So when it comes to SEO, search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and all other platform, but for everything there is one thing which is acting as a basic, that is basically a website. Okay, I think I would have given a basic introduction about a website, what is a web plus site. And today I'm really excited to share some more information about website because I got a separate session to talk about it rather than rushing it out. Because when you have your web presence, okay, when you have your web presence, you can present your ideas to the public world without any conditions and restrictions. You have the freedom to speak, a freedom to express, and especially platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Quora, Instagram, Pinterest. Okay, so sharing your opinion is the greatest platform that we can have. Okay, now you and me have it for free and also for paid. Today we are going to see the basics about how do we create a website. I'm not going to make it technical, gentlemen. One thing I can guarantee that I'm not going to make it technical. I'm going to make it very simple, as if there is no machine language or something exists. Okay, so before me getting into this subject of web, creation or website creation, parallelly I will be sharing one of the experience which I had. I happened to go to the you know off-campus interview that was conducted in Nanda Engineering College, Perundurai, I think, near Erode. Okay, so where I got placed in Accenture, to be very frank. Okay, now in the technical round, when I went inside by giving my CV, when I spoke to the person, the interviewing officer who was sitting there, okay, he looked at my CV and he raised a questions like, "What are the languages do you know?" Right? He asked me this question, "What are the languages you know?" I said like, "I know Tamil, English, a little bit of Hindi, and that's it." And this interviewing person had a very strong stare looking inside my eyes and said, "What are the technical languages you know?" Then I rephrased my answer stating that I know C, C++, Java, and all the stuff. Right. Why I'm telling this one is because as a human, if you ask me what are the languages, I know the languages which I speak, which I can understand, which my friends out there can understand. But whereas when this gentleman raised this question, okay, I gave this answer, and later I could able to rephrase it with C, C++, Java, because those are called machine languages, right? Machine languages. So why I'm highlighting this one is because anything that you and me can understand can never be understood by a machine. That's what I would like to say here. Okay, so the language which you and me use, basically human languages, is used to exchange ideas we can easily understand. But whereas the language that is used by electronic items and the computers and all the hardware related stuff, okay, they used to communicate with machine languages. Okay, machine languages. Now you take any website, we create a website, and website at the first stage, website is basically an online store. I think I have already highlighted this one here. Okay, website. So it is basically an online store, the same store, physical store that you have very near to your home is the purpose that is served by a website. Okay, so let me go from the basics itself, just by considering that I told you something, I may miss or skip some aspects which may be very interesting for you. Okay, as I've already said, web plus site can be defined as a website. Okay, where we call web as network. Okay, network, web as network of websites. Okay, and the site as a location, site as a location in internet or web, internet or web. Okay, my responsibility is to make the concept very simple. So if somebody finds it technical or techie, please raise it as a question. Once you raise it as a question, I may figure out an opportunity to let you understand what is this basically is. Okay, now website. Okay, it is called as a web plus site. Now the question is, does anybody know why it is called as a web? I'm sure I might have told about this one. Okay, why it is called as a web? Why internet is called as web? Any answer from the crowd? Why internet is called as web? You might have used it, right? I searched in web, I searched in internet. Any idea why web is called internet or internet is called as web? Any answer?
Connecting people.
Okay, so that is Nokia, right?
No, no,
That's great. Okay, so web, so connecting people or websites with each other, correct? So Mr. Sandeep Patel says there is no boundary, so that's the reason we call it as web. Web means network. Mr. Kaushik has highlighted. Web means, okay, so what we need, it's a network of site. Mr. Rohit says it's a network of site. Connecting people like web, that's amazing. Okay. So in my opinion, there is nothing called wrong answer. There is always a answer. Answer itself means it's right only. So there is nothing called wrong answer. So thanks for giving me this particular input. But now let us have a look at what is my understanding of web. Okay, web, we call it as web because web is created by spider. How many of you know it? Web is created by a spider. Does anybody know about it? Just an yes or no will do good. Yes or no? Web is created by a spider. Yes. I'm talking about the traditional web itself is created by a spider. Okay. The same way, the software program, used to create the database of websites is called or is named as spider. I think lots of people would have got the point now, right? The software program that is used to collect the list of websites or a database of website is called as spider. Okay. Now tell me, because of the software program named spider has created the network of websites or sites, a network that is called a web. Okay, a product created by a spider is called web. Are you getting a point? Web. It is created by a spider. That's a typical meaning that we have, right? A spider creates web. Okay. Now what happens? Every organization has their own spider. This spider is also called as a crawler. Okay. The spider is also called as crawler. Okay. Crawler, some people call it as a web crawler. So it is nothing but a software program, okay, which is running under automation, okay, to collect list of websites. If there is any new websites being created, if there is a website that is expired, there is a website which is updated. So all the stuff the crawler takes care of it. A product is created by a spider called the web. Now there is an organization named Google, and they have a search engine named Google, which can be accessed through google.com, and the spider which created this google.com database is called Googlebot. It is also called as a robot or robo. Okay, so that the spider is so called as a crawler or robo. Okay, robo means something which does its task by itself, right? So automated. The same way. Now when I go online and start searching, okay, spider, search engine spider. Okay, now I always go with the images because the image speaks 1,000 words. Okay, so let us not go into some text content, read it. Okay, spider. So this looks typically like a spider. That is how it is being imitated. Okay, now look at this one. What does, there is a person who has created an infographic about a spider. Okay, he says it opens through the Chrome browser, it checks the keywords inside the content. Okay, so the name of the spider is Google. Okay, you're getting a point. Name of the spider is Google. So like this, each and every individual organization has their own spiders. Okay, so Google is a database of website which is accessed through google.com, and the name of the spider is called Googlebot. Okay, the same time, okay, there is another organization named Yahoo, and they have their database at the address yahoo.com, and name of their spider is YahooBot. Yahoo BOT. Okay, there is one more organization named Bing. They have their own website called bing.com, where this database of website is created by BingBot. The same way we have Yandex. where we access Yandex using yandex.com. We access the database using yandex.com, and the name of the spider is Yandexbot. So everything ends with bot. You are getting a point? Okay. Now what happens? Google organization creates a network of website that is called web, correct? A web network of sites that's called web. Okay. Now Yahoo creates a network of sites that is also called as web, because that is also created by a spider. Correct. Now this is also called web. Okay, and this is also called web. Okay, WEB. Okay, web. So web. Okay, so created by Google, Yahoo, Bing, Yandex. They create their own database, separate database. So this is what is called Google, right? So this is Google, this is Yahoo, this is Bing. Okay, so we have Yandex. Okay, now you see, you go inside google.com. Oh, it's taking more time. Okay. Okay, so you go inside google.com and search for Yahoo. You will still find Yahoo inside Google database. Okay, you go to Yahoo and start searching for Google. You still find Google database of websites found inside Yahoo search engine's results page. Okay, the same way. Okay, Yahoo is available. See, now everything it is Google is also available. Okay, when I try to go with the Bing, let me try to search. Okay, let it load. Let me give it time. Okay, I go to Bing and I search about Google again. Again, Bing also has information about Google. Yandex, when I go on access Yandex information, okay, I still find out. I search for the website named, spelling mistake. Okay, Yahoo. Now, if you pay attention, Google has created their own list of website. Yahoo has created their own list of website. Okay, Bing has created their own list of website. So they own each and every database. But when I go out and explore through Google, I can see there is Yahoo also available inside Google's database, and even Yandex is also available inside Google's database. Now, what does it mean? Google, Yahoo, Bing, Yandex, DuckDuckGo. So, whomsoever are the person who is across the globe who owns search engines, okay, they connect with each other, interconnect with each other. Okay, if Google has produced a web, Yahoo has produced a web, Bing has produced a web, Yandex has produced a web. Now there are lots of organizations across the globe. They have created their own web. When these web are connected together, that is when we call it as World Wide Web. You might have heard this, right? WWW. Correct? How did this become World Wide Web? Because there are individual organizations who have created a web on their own style, their own conditions, using a software program named Spider. They have their own Spider. Okay, they have their own Spider. You know very well, every organization has got their own CEO, their own manager. Correct? The same way, every search engine has got their own Spider. Okay, this Spider creates list of website, and that list of website created by a spider is called a web. And the web created by individual companies, when they are connected with each other, that is what we call it as World Wide Web, WWW. Correct? Now what happens? World Wide Web. So the other concept of one product linked with another product is called net. Net, correct? Fishing net, mosquito net, right? The same way, there is something called as net. So the other products interrelated with each other, connected with each other, is called a net. Because the products are connected with each other across the globe, it is called internet. Okay, hope you got my point. Okay, so you know the meaning of the two terms, right? One is called intra and another one is called inter. Okay, you might have seen this, right? Intra state. Intra house means competition happening within the house itself. Intrastate means competition happening within Tamil Nadu itself, within Tamil Nadu. Interstate, right? You see that? Okay, which means other states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka are competing. That is called interstate. Intrastate means within the state. Now, the same concept. Okay, the net or the network of website across the globe is connected in a single place without having any partiality or restriction with respect to location, space, or other stuff. Okay, so this is one. So now what happens, the complete world wide web concept is also called as internet because the net is connected with each other. That is what we call it as internet. Now I think we know the meaning of the two terms. One is called web and another one is called internet, and this is why we call internet as web or web as internet or vice versa. Make sense? Okay, how many of you here found this was something new? Okay, so network of websites, right? Okay, so now never in your lifetime you will forget what is website or internet, correct? So this kind of examples, okay, so which will help you to remember what it is. Why I'm telling all this is because when I type https://www.amudakumar.com, how many of us know the meaning of it? How many of us know the meaning of it? When I type this website of www.amudakumar.com, we don't know because we don't have the urge or we never had a demand to do this. Okay, so www.amudakumar.com, okay, web or internet. Okay, so for example, I take this website. Remember, whenever we want to transfer one product from one place to another, we need a platform or a protocol. Okay, and what we use here, HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, HTTP and HTTPS are the two types of protocol or protocols used to transfer data online. Okay, so to transfer data online, HTTP or HTTPS. Now the full form of the transfer is hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, so hypertext transfer protocol. We transfer basically a content, okay, using a protocol that is called HTTP. There is a one more protocol called FTP, which is basically used for file transfer. Okay, so file transfer. So hypertext transfer protocol, and we have one more protocol named HTTPS, right? That is basically secured. Okay, we call it as secured. Okay, secured hypertext transfer protocol, which means the data which is transferred through HTTPS is not secured. The data that is transferred through secured or HTTPS is secured. Okay, to be very frank, to understand the difference between HTTP and HTTPS, which means HTTP and HTTPS are the platform or the protocol which is used to transfer information. For example, you want to send a courier for local location. Okay, the platform or the protocol used is maybe two-wheeler, bike, car. But when you want to send it across the globe, it can be even sent through cargo or ship. It can also be sent through airplane. Now the platform used to transport the product or information from one place to another is called a platform or a protocol where we used to transfer. Okay, now HTTP is basically a normal transfer. HTTPS is secure transfer. Okay, and the operator colon, whichever is there now next to that HTTP or colon. Okay, so this is basically an operator which is creating a link between the previous value and the next one. In fact, even dot is also called as a connecting operator. This is called as a reference operator, okay, which is relation or relevant, relating with these two. Okay, after HTTPS, okay, after HTTPS and the colon, there is an option called double forward slash. Okay, this represents that the information which I am requesting to view now is not available inside my computer. It is available elsewhere in the internet, somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it is there somewhere in the internet. Okay, if you pay close attention to your computer whenever you want to open something, instead of HTTPS, you will say C colon, and we won't use forward slash, and we'll be using a backward slash. Okay, lots of people who is related to the computers will be able to understand. Okay, which means, hey, my document is there inside C colon. Backward slash means my document is there inside my computer only. You are getting the point? Which means you take the same C colon operator, go to the browser like Chrome browser like this, put it inside and hit enter. It will still open the details of the content inside your computer with the C folder. What is the difference between this and visiting a website? I told the browser that my content is available inside C colon, which means it is available inside my computer only. So if you look at this one, the path backward slash, can you see? Which means the backward slash, single backward slash means the content is inside my website only, I mean my computer only. Now, when I want to open the content which is there elsewhere in the internet, I have to use double forward slash. And where is my content available? My transportation of data can happen only through HTTPS, and the content is available inside World Wide Web, that is called internet, and inside that internet, this is the ID amudakumar.com, which means we are telling the internet browser that my website named amudakumar.com is available inside www internet, okay, and please transfer the data through HTTPS. Now once this command is executed, okay, automatically all the data where it is saved in amudakumar.com is downloaded from United States of America, and it is being displayed in front of the visitor. Now that is the reason it takes this much amount of time to show it in front of people. Okay, now so when we don't have these things not happening, so obviously this will not happen when you don't have internet connection. Okay, now this is with respect to how a search engine, a website, and all the relationship towards it. Okay, why I'm coming down here is because we need two things to create a website. Okay, basically, okay, to create a website we need two things. Number one is the domain name service provider. Domain name service provider, okay, which means the person who gives us the name for our website, domain name service provider, and another person is a hosting service provider. Okay, so one person name is domain name service provider, another person name is the hosting service provider. Okay, now you have to register your domain name, you have to get your hosting service account created. With that, you need to have your website designed. Okay, so we need to have your website design. Yes, sir.
Listen, sir. Sir, before we proceed forward,
Yeah.
I have two doubts actually.
Yes, sir.
You said all the World Wide Web is a collection of all the Yahoo Web, I think Google Web and all. But I believe the www existed even before these search engines came into existence.
Yes, sir. Even before when search engines came, search engine was given access to the public world very later only, right? But internet was even identified even before it comes to the public world usage now. Correct. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Right? So internet is existing for a long time, and the concept behind creating this search engine and all the stuff is to make sure that all the database are collected and used together. So this is the technology that is being used, correct? So the public usage comes only when the internet is, I mean, the people, I think after 80s, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so we started given for the public people usage, no? Now the
Yes, sir. So,
organization, search engines and all this were identified. In fact, 2005, 2006 is when the search engines become very famous for public usage. Until and otherwise, we never had a use of search engine usage for people.
but we had www. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We are the
obviously.
World Wide Web. Yes.
Yeah, World Wide Web is there, but it was not given for the public access, but it still had a private sessions. So organization can have their intranet, they can have their LAN, WAN, and now it is global. So we call it as World Wide Web is basically internet. But when the first time when the database was website was created itself, like the software program used is called crawler. That crawler is what is named as web also. Now recent, not even recently. That is how the technology is related with it.
Okay, sir. Wonderful. I think there is some problem with my network. Sir, another interesting thing is I had that one of the forward slashes in HTTP, after
Okay. Yeah. You mean to the double forward slash? So can you hear me?
actually, yes, sir, now it is.
Okay. Yeah.
We put two forward slashes.
Uh-huh.
I think it is one of that is redundant actually. We can go with only one, but the designer they used two that time for some peculiar reasons.
Just to differentiate basically because single backward slash is internal. Okay, when we have double forward slash, obviously we are accessing database of internet. That's how it is being designed and given to us. If we put single forward slash, it will show us an error.
Okay, sir. Sir, my network some issue. We can
Okay, I understand, sir. Obviously, if there is any questions, please connect with me to personally also. Not a big deal. Okay. Thank you so much for raising this question, sir. So, are you done with it? Can we proceed?
please, sir, please.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Now, so creating a website has three important processes. One is a domain name service provider, people who give you the name of your domain name or website. And another one is your hosting service provider, okay, who saves your document and delivers to you. And the third one is your website design. Okay. Now, the beauty is, do you believe that you don't need any computer based technical knowledge to do all these three? Okay, very simple, but all you need to know is like there are opportunities available. Because we don't know, it seems to be a little difficult. Okay, now domain name service provider, who is a domain name service provider? And before that we need to understand what is the details of all this. Now I've already said a website is nothing but an online store. Now creating creating a store, physical store, right? What do we need to create our physical store? Right, we need to register your brand name for tax other legal purposes, right? You register your name with the MSME, or to any medium scale, or to the international brand private limited, or extension, something like that. You register your brand name with the respective concern in the traditional store. Okay, you register that one and you print your brand name also, right? The board, okay, board, okay, in front of a storefront, okay, board also. Next, after creating a brand name and everything, what do you do physically? You identify a location in your physical area, right? A 10 cross 10 feet, or in 1,000 square feet location. You identify a location and you hire that location for your storage purposes, correct? So we basically call it as a store location, where it is used to store all products. We open the store in the morning, we display all the product. Once we are about to close the store, we put all the product inside, close it and go home, correct? All the business product whichever we have it on our outlet, okay, we are having it. So that is a location, correct? Now once the location is done, obviously you will do all this your interior design based on your business model. Okay, you look at a restaurant, it has a table with chairs. You look at a beauty parlor, it has a beauty chair with mirror. You go to a salon, you see your different setup. And you go to a store like products, FMCG products. You go to a vegetable store, or any other platform. Based on their niche, theme, or the content, they have their own design, interior design. Okay, Now, you can relate with creating a physical store with creating an online website, or ditto same logically. There is no difference. Okay. Now, domain name service provider are those people who help you to reserve your domain name or website name for you. Domain name service provider. Okay. Now, what happens with respect to domain name service provider? You have to prefer a name or so and go to services. Okay. There are lots of services named to go domain name service providers. Okay. Just go to Google and search for domain name service providers in India. Okay, there's a lot. There are people who are advertising. Okay, so GoDaddy is there, BigRock is there. Okay, Google Domains is there. So you take it. There are lots of people who are inside. Okay, remember, advertisement is a process of reaching you. Advertisement is not a symbol of quality. Okay, everything that is advertised will not come with a good quality. So you need to understand that first. Okay, so you need to figure out how to create a domain name service provider, or how to contact them. Okay, most probably people go with the branded things. Okay, once they come to know about a brand, they will come to know, they will take it up. Okay, so you can go to any website, something like this, maybe a GoDaddy. Okay, you can go to a website like Google Domains. Google Domains. So Google has got domains with it. Okay, you can go to websites like GoDaddy. Okay, go there and start searching about your product or services. Okay, any name that you want to have it with you. Okay, let me say I go with search with my name of Amol Kumar and I hit enter. Okay, you know what is going to say? There are lots of extensions beyond .com. Okay, there are lots of extensions beyond .com. If you see, amadkumar.com is taken, and I am the one who has taken it already. And amadkumar.in is also taken because I own it already. Okay. Now, what happens here? There are other extensions. Okay, because amadkumar.com is not available. Okay, amadkumar.club, amadkumar.club, amadkumar.me. Okay. Now it has moved A. Now it says Mudakumar, something like that. Okay. Now there's something different. Amadkumar.online. So every extension has a meaning. Okay, that if you want, you can explore it by yourself. Every extension has got its own meaning, and the price value changes. Okay, I think lots of people know about the concept of core banking, which means that you'll be having a HDFC bank account, but you can withdraw money from ICICI ATM. Correct? You'll be having a State Bank account ATM card, but you can withdraw money from HDFC Bank ATM. I own India Post ATM card and I withdraw money from any ATM. Okay. Now, what happens? This concept, which is recently applied for the public people, is basically called core banking, which means there is a common server where the data is getting updated, irrespective of which ATM you are using, through the MasterCard, Visa, or any other payment gateway process that you use. The same way, whether you go register your domain with GoDaddy, or you go and register a domain with Google Domains. Okay, so Google Domains. Google Domains. Okay, so you go register with them. They are always checking parallelly, instant checking with a centralized database. Okay, if I register a domain name through GoDaddy and I immediately go to Google Domains and search for the particular domain name, now Google says that this domain is taken or registered. So there can only be one domain name registered for a business, which means one domain name can be registered by a single person only. No more than a person can have more domain names registered. amadkumar.com is registered? Yes, it is registered. It is for me. Nobody can come and take it from me. Okay. Now the same way, domain name service provider, there are several people. All you need to do is like go search for the availability. If it is available, go take it. Okay. Look at this one. So I got this many domains being registered. This is one of my client website. This is my own blog. This is my own blog. This is my own blog. Okay. So I have created all these three to try out. Lots of people practice and try to do some things and all the activities like that. I create a domain name with this particular Google domain service. Okay. And you need to have a domain name service like GoDaddy or with Google Domains or BigRock or Bluehost, whomsoever it may be. Both the organization, they offer you both domain name service and also hosting service. Okay. Now, So whenever you register a domain name, you need to understand. Okay, domain name. When there is paid, which means there is a free also, sir. When there is a paid service, which means there is a free service also. There is a lot. There is a lot. Gentlemen, please understand. Facebook.com is a free domain. Okay. Right. Google, Blogger.com is a free domain. Okay. Twitter is a free domain because you go create account with them, you don't need to pay anything, but you can still host your content, website, image, profile with them. Correct?
Okay.
So this is actually free domain, which we are not aware that it is a free. You are getting a point? I understand what kind of question you are raising by telling it's a free domain. I know the question, but still I want to highlight that even these are also free domains only. Okay. Where you can still host your content, put your content out there, you can put a video and distribute it across lakhs of people, still they won't be charging you, which means like you already have a free domain. Okay. Anyway, you are a member of it. But there are free domains available. For example, there is a website named Freenom. Okay, so there is a website named Freenom. It's taking more time. Oh, it is because I have a video being processed behind the screen. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. Okay, so once you go here, okay, start looking for a name. There is a domain name called Freenom. Okay, Freenom, N-O-M, Freenom. Okay, you can go here and you can search any domain of your name. Okay, but you will not get what you want. You will get only random stuff. Okay, let me say I am going with this one, and I hit enter. Check availability with Freenom, and it gives me a free domain of amudukumar.tk, amudukumar.ml, amudukumar.ga, amudukumar.cf, which means these are the extensions of different countries. Okay, right? ML, GM is Gambia, GQ,
Correct.
but it's of no use for me. You are getting a point? Okay,
Yes.
so but see, I can still create a website with this. I can still host with blogger.com. I can still host with WordPress content management system. I can still do it. But what is the purpose behind it? And for your information, you know who will use a free domain? Any idea who will use a free domain? Anybody who wants to cheat you and disappear immediately. Okay. Gentlemen, you are getting a point? Anyone who wants to create a temporary website to cheat a set of people and take money from them and they suddenly disappear. That's the reason they take a free domain. They can take any number of free domains. You are getting a point?
Okay.
Okay. So paying it for a little bit of amount is a decent one. For those people who has no affordability to pay for a domain name, don't worry, we have a solution. Okay, I'll tell you about it. Okay. Now, so domain name, whenever you try to choose your domain name, okay, make sure that your domain name is very short. Okay, keep it short, very small, somewhere around 5 characters or 6 characters. Look at few brands like Geo, right? How many of you know the full form of TCS? TCS. How many of you know the expansion of TCS? TCS. Oof, nobody knows. I'm sorry. Tata Consultancy Services. But why do they have their website as tcs.com, sir? Their full form is Tata Consultancy Services, right? Why do they have it as tcs.com? The reason because they want to keep it short. And moreover, it is branded. It is already branded with the term TCS. Okay. When people know it is TCS, they know very well that this is Tata Consultancy Services. Okay. But there is another beauty. This is also TCS only. Correct. So here comes the confusion like this. When you keep a short form, but it's already branded. But whereas the Chennai sales is not branding themselves as TCS. Okay. Now, so when there is TCS, now we are getting confused now. There is another beauty in Adayar, there is a tea stall named TCS, tea, coffee, snacks. Okay, that's really amazing way of naming their shop, because when people say I went to TCS to have a cup of coffee, it makes it like kind of fun. Tea, coffee, snacks. No, that is the name of the stall. It's very small, even not even 10 cross 10. Okay, but
Sir,
it's
it's ecoffeesnacks.com or is tcs.com that Adayar you said, no, sir?
no, that is the name of a tea stall. I'm not talking about a domain name. Okay, they have named it as a tea, coffee, snacks.
Okay, I thought he has had his own website.
Now they have made TCS highlighted. So anybody who is working in TCS passing by way, they will say like Macha, nama parents manatha vaangiranga. So this is kind of funny way of branding your business, just like that. Okay, that tea stall is very famous because of its name. Okay. Now, why I'm telling this one is because when you create your domain name, make it very short for few reasons. Number one, people want to remember your name, right? They want to remember that one, so make it as very short. And when people don't know about a business name or website, they want to guess. Okay. So if you keep it very short, it is easy for people to remember. It is also easy for people to type, just like that. Okay. Like Geo, TCS, okay, Ola, Caps, right? Oyo, you're getting a point? Okay, so up to 5 characters to 6 characters. The reason because the probability of people typing with this wrong spelling mistake is very high. Okay, let me say HDFC Net Banking. Okay, HDFC Net Banking. When I go out and search, the website is okay. It says like www.hdfcbank.com, and also there is something like v1.hdfc.com. Okay. Now, if somebody wants to remember your URL or a domain name, do you think they want to remember like v1.hdfcbank.com? Okay, but the reason is they are not going to visit this one like this. They are going to type directly hdfcbank.com. That is very simple. hdfcbank.com. If it is okay with HDFC also, it is available, not a problem. But think for your customers. As I've already said, always do something for your clients. What if the person who wants to type as HDFC and accidentally he types it as HFDC and again goes to the website, and that website also looks like hdfcbank.com, and what if that ends up being a phishing site? Okay, so there is a probability. So what you can do is whenever you register your domain name with a very short value so that it is easy to brand. Number one. Number two, register your domain name with non-dictionary words. Non-dictionary words. Because it is another technique to make your name very unique. Okay, so that people don't, there is no competition for branding your business. For example, when I register my domain name as apple.com, now Apple is branded. Okay, now Puma is branded, not a problem. But what if I register something as a grapes.com for my software company, and you know how much time it will take for me to overcome the term grapes in people's mind, forget the grape, and they want to remember my software company name. Correct? So it's very difficult. So when you select your domain name, try to choose a non-dictionary word, a word which is not existing in the industry at all. It makes very unique for us, right? There's a lot. There is a company named GoDaddy, right? GoDaddy. Okay. I still wonder what is the relationship between hosting, domain name service provider, and daddy. I literally don't have any clarity. Okay. What does it mean, GoDaddy? I don't know. What is the meaning of the word Google? Obviously, I don't know, but they still have that one. Okay, so there is no meaning. So there are several services like Geo, Ola, whatever you take it as Oyo. It has typically no meaning in it. Maybe in Hindi there may be some meaning, but in English it's not available. So it is easy for people to brand. Okay, because it is my name Amudu Kumar, I want to brand myself. I registered as Amudu Kumar. So the third technique is to register as your brand name. Register your existing brand name. Okay, register your existing brand name. Okay, your brand may be anything, it may be long also, no problem, but when your business is branded already, don't change your domain name. Okay, please use your existing brand name. That is easy way to do it. End of the day, people should be finding it very easy to figure out your domain name. Okay, so once you decide your domain name, especially if you want to run your business in India, okay, please register your domain name with the CC extension of .in. Okay, extension of .in. So we basically called as CCTLD. Okay, CCTLD, CCTLD, which is basically called country code top level domain. Okay, country code top level domain, which means your domain name is restricted, not even restricted, it targets a specific country. Like if you take the model of Amazon, okay, they have Amazon.in, which means this business website serves Indian customers. Amazon.com, it means it serves the purpose, it serves the customers in US. Okay, Amazon.co.uk, it means it serves people in UK. Okay, Amazon.ca. Now, when a person from Canada visits Amazon.ca, he can place order and have a business with Amazon Canada. But if a person from Canada visits Amazon.in, he cannot place orders because the regulations on the maybe legal restrictions, the regulations on each and every country is different. Let me say GST percentage is different, the shipping process is different, okay, the costing is different. So the legal restrictions for each and every country is different. You cannot have a single website and do a global business because the legal conditions are different, and shipping is also very easy. So now what do? They have marketplaces in more than 12 plus countries, and for each and every country they have a separate domain registered like Amazon.in, .com, .co.uk, .ca, .fr. Okay, the reason being to let the search engine spider know that this website targets people from India. So when I search information related to Amazon sitting down in India, it shows me the content from Amazon.in by default. They don't show me from Amazon.co.uk or .com or .ca. They show me, but they don't show it at the top. Might be the least priority because I'm from India. Content from Indian website is preferred a lot. Okay, so when you register a domain name, keep it short. Try to choose a non-dictionary word to brand it easily. Okay, if you have an existing brand that is established traditionally, for example, Saravana stores, they are yet to become online marketers. Now they cannot go and register with the ss.com or ssstore.com. Obviously, they have to brand themselves as ssstore.com. People cannot relate that one with this one. Now they have to go with the saravanasource.com only. The reason because the name is already branded. No other go. Anyway, so branding is such a difficult task, right? Okay, the same way, so you can choose your domain name like this. Okay, now the next stage is choosing your hosting service provider. Okay, next stage is choosing your hosting service provider. The hosting service provider. The purpose of the hosting service is to give us the website content saved there. They will have our website content saved. Now, if you have seen this, okay, if you have seen this short, I mean not domain name, the traditional method of creating your business, right? So if you look into the traditional method of creating your business, okay, obviously we will be storing our product or services in a particular room for which we pay a rent every month, right? Every month, or you go for lease or something like that. So you pay money for storing your document, right? Now, when it comes to hosting service provider, okay, when you select your hosting service provider, what happens now? A hosting service provider is a person who will save all your document in their server. Okay, a website is made of text content, right? A website is made of text content. It is created with this image. Okay, it is also created with video content, and it is also created with combination of source code. Okay, source code. If you look into this one, so this is completely source code of the website. So machine language, human language, images, videos, all those things are combined together to create a website, and all this information are saved in a server, which means a computer where it is located in either US, UK, Canada, whatever may be the country. So wherever your server is available, that is where we say my server is in US, my server is in UK, and all this stuff. And every time I want to open this website, my image, my content, my text, everything should be downloaded from my server every time to display it. Okay. Now, if I don't have a connection to my server, either my server is not available or there is a problem in transferring data in between, there is a data loss. My website cannot be viewed by anybody across the globe. Right? So the person who saves my document in their server, whenever somebody visits my website, the server should be able to immediately reply with the response of the query raised. I raise a query to open my folder name amadkumar.com in the server. It opens and it displays to me. If it is not available, it will not show. You're getting a point? Okay, that is. So now what happens? I give my images text content. Like if I own a mechanical shop, I will store my all the mechanical tools, everything in this shop, right? The same way, my document will be saved in my server. Okay. Now once it is saved in my server, whenever people visit the website, the documents will be downloaded and shown to people every time. Now when you are choosing a hosting service provider, you need to make sure that the server response time is faster. The server response time is faster. You visit the website and it is loading for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. People will generally skip your website and they go to another website. Server response time must be faster, preferably about minimum 200 milliseconds. Okay, 200 ms they call it as 200 milliseconds. Okay, it should be faster. This is expected. Okay, now there are some places where your server response
Sir, I'm sorry. The server response time that we can make it, sir. The timings, like in how many seconds the client has to get into the website.
that is basically should be given by the hosting service provider. He should be the person to give us the fastest server.
Okay. Therefore, when we are, approaching the domain providers only, we need to say them that the server response time should be fast. Is it, sir?
Yes, exactly. But that is what the requirement of every website that is being created. Okay. Now the hosting service providers have a package. Whomsoever is unable to afford to go for a highest fast performing websites, they give us the smallest package. Okay, 200 rupees per month, 300 rupees per month. Still that is a website. Still that is a website. But that will not be meeting the international standards also at times. The server may not be faster. It may not be loading good. It might be holding good. Then if you have some issues, you connect with them. They will be telling you you have to upgrade to the next plans to get your speed whichever you want.
Okay. So when we approach the domain service provider, just you can give all our details, all the designing part, everything they will take care, sir.
Yeah, I'll come to that point, sir. I'll come to
the updations, everything. Yeah.
I'll come to the point. Okay. Yes. Anyway, so server response time should be faster. Okay, take it as this example now. You go to a hotel. Okay. Do you see a server there in the hotel also? In sometimes we call it as a waiter. Okay, and those people are the person who makes us wait. Okay, that's different. Okay, waiter. Now the common term is a server. Okay, why he is called a server in our logic? We can relate, right? You ask something, he brings it for you. Okay, you ask something, he brings it for you. What if the person is bringing it after half an hour? Are you happy? You go to a different hotel, right? If your server is not responding faster, why do you have to sit there? No, that is the problem. Now the standard is your domain name, your hosting service provider should give you a server response time very less. Generally, people have a server response time up to 1.5 seconds in general, but expected is 200 ms, less than a second. Okay, now 200 ms. Now what happens when you are associated?
Sir,
yes, sir.
Sir, yeah. The server response time depends upon the network or depends upon the hardware of the server?
It depends on the hardware configuration of your server, sir. A server is nothing but your computer. Okay, a server is nothing but another computer.
Okay, not on the network, sir.
Not on the network. Okay. Network is related to your broadband internet connection. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Network is
So,
related to
sir,
switching
another
between
thing.
one network to another network and the data transfer. That is the second
Okay.
concept. Okay. Now server response time is like once I place a request, how faster the server gives me a response.
Okay, sir. Sir, another thing you said.
So voice is blank.
Or it refers to commerce, sir, or commercial.
Actually, your voice went completely blank. I couldn't hear what you said. Okay, sir. So I will just take your question. Please type and send it to me. So we will again discuss about it. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
sir.
sorry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So server response time is basically a time that is used to respond to our query, hosting service provider. Okay. And the second concept with respect to this one is like they should be working 99.9% for us. Okay. The purpose of creating online store is to serve people 24/7. But what if whenever I go out and visit their website, 99.99% uptime? Which means whenever I open a website, it should be working. You are getting a point? Right? It should be down. Number two. And number three, they will give you SSL certificate for free. Obviously, they are supposed to give it to you for free. Hosting service is the one who is supposed to give you the SSL certificate. Okay. Now, what you need to do? You need to get a highly sophisticated professional support. Okay, let me say you get a issue on a Friday night, and if the hosting service provider says that we are not available for Saturday and Sunday and Monday only they come, and what if you lose a business of 2 to 3 lakh rupees in 2 days because your website is not working, right? So the seriousness related to this one is like very high. So you need to make sure that you need to have very good professional support, technical support, or instant support like a live chat, okay, call over, or phone call, and all this stuff. Okay, so hosting service provider, you buy a domain name, you get a hosting service provider, okay, link with these two, and that is how you will get your website being created. Okay, with respect to the design of your website, you don't need to worry about the designs because there are ready-made templates and designs available. Okay, ready-made, we call it as a templates. Okay, so like we have our dress, no, jeans pant and t-shirts. Okay, we have it ready-made, we go pick it and come back, right? The same way, based on your taste, based on your requirements, based on your need, there are web designs available where you can download from internet or buy it for $30-40 and customize it by yourself. Okay, so hosting service provider, you can take hosting service from, see, I tell you very frank, if you are a business person, you run a business, you want to grow your business, then please go for paid hosting services. Okay, that is not free, I tell you, that is not free. Okay, paid hosting services, there are lots of services like Bluehost. Okay, Bluehost, GoDaddy. Okay, SiteGround. Okay, so these are the things which I know, and out of which I suggest SiteGround. Okay, why? Because lots of my students have said that, sir, SiteGround is doing good. So I have personally heard all this stuff. So SiteGround is good. Now Bluehost and GoDaddy, don't mistake me. Okay, so they are advertising a lot. Obviously, they are reaching out more people, but the experience, it's not that encouraging with respect to my personal experience. Okay, SiteGround is one such. You can go online to Bluehost, GoDaddy, SiteGround. It's purely your choice. So read ratings, reviews online, and try to get one such. Okay, very simple. You know what happens? Hosting service provider plans, you go and take it from them. So register a domain name, register a hosting service provider with them, hosting account with them. Okay, then they'll help you to install or integrate. The hosting service provider will support you. Hosting service provider will support you to install the content management system like WordPress and, okay, content management system like WordPress, Magento, and all the stuff. Okay, so these are very famous, Magento. So they will help you to install all this. Okay, so WordPress is basically a management system, content management system, which is used to manage the content of a website without any technical knowledge. Okay, in the second section, in the afternoon section, I'm going to tell you how do we, work with the free portals. Okay, whenever whomsoever has asked as free. Okay, how do you work with the free portals to have your own stuff being created and have it done by you? Okay, when I say digital marketing process is a zero investment startup plan, which means there is a product where you can use it, which is for free, and make sure that what kind of people we are associating with is very important. Okay, so content management system. So there are three different combination. One is a domain name service which you are buying. Number two is your hosting service provider you are going to buy. Number three is your content management system or your template or designs. Okay, this is what you are supposed to do with respect to creating a website. It can be paid. There is an opportunity to do it for free and also affordable pricing options. Okay, so whichever is needed for you. Remember, whether you buy a wristwatch for 1 crore rupee or you buy a wristwatch for 10 rupee, both save or both serve the same purposes. So remember, purpose is important than the amount of money that you invest. Okay, so domain name service provider, hosting service provider, and your SSL certificate with the designs. Basically, நம்ம ஒரு கடைக்கு பொருள் வாங்க போனோம் அப்படின்னா வெத்தலை பாக்கு சுண்ணாம்புலாம் ஒரே கடையில் வாங்கிட்டு வந்துடும், right? We generally buy all these three combination together. Okay, the same way you go to a single website like GoDaddy, Bluehost, or HostGator, or SiteGround. Go there, get the domain name from there itself, get the hosting from there itself, get SSL certificate from there itself. You know very well. Right? So you go out and buy domain name and hosting, they will give you SSL certificate for free. Generally, in general. So this is the practice that the people have in the industry, at the market. Okay. So you can simply go ahead and create an account with platforms like Google Domain. So this is the domain where I'm hosting. Okay. The reason why I chose Google Domain, I need to tell you, right? The reason why I chose to take Google Domain is because when I went to GoDaddy, okay, GoDaddy, okay, and I searched for the website, let me say amudakumar.in. Okay, I go to the GoDaddy. Let me try to search with amudakumar.me. Okay, me. Okay, AMUTHAKUMAR, amudakumar.me. Okay. Which means like it's basically a blog, which means like it is my website. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, amudakumar.me. You know what does it say? Amudakumar.me is available at 149 rupees every year. How many of you notice this? Okay, 149.00 for the first year, which means in the next year Amudakumar is going to pay 1259 every time. Renewal. So pay close attention. Your initial payment is 149 per year. So now you are attracted towards GoDaddy because 149 rupees per year. Awesome. But from next year you end up paying 1259 once you start renewing it for your domain name alone. Okay, now what happens with respect to Google domains? I go click on new domain. Okay, I search for amudakumar.me and I hit enter. Okay, now what does Google say? Google say is like amudakumar.me is available at 1440 per year at a flat price. You're getting your point? Okay, flat price, which means I cannot expect a fluctuation or change in my price. Okay, so what happens in this scenario? Okay, I think even after upgradation I go with 1259, but with respect to Google domains I go with 1440. I still end up paying rupees 200 extra, but the deal is it is flat every time, but anytime in the future they can increase my renewal charges, which I don't have control over. You agree with my point? Okay, so these are the problem with any other services. If you go and give it a try, go and try anywhere. Okay, so that's the reason I'm sticking on to Google domains, because once they take a price from me, there is a flat price every year. Okay, so they won't be changing it every time. If my domain becomes very famous, they are not going to change it. I'm going to still pay 1440 only. But the same thing goes to my existing domains, whichever I have. Okay, I have a domain at 860 rupees, which is created with amudakumar.com. Okay, and I have created with this 860 rupees. Okay, what I have done, I have created the domain name with Google, amudakumar.com, and I have linked my domain with a Blogger platform. Okay, which means indirectly a website for me. Okay, so now this one it is. Okay, so 860 rupees plus taxes per every year. It renews on October 22, 2020. Okay. Now, so this is a flat pricing. That's the reason I go with Google Domains. But Google Domains Google does not have a hosting service provider separately. They have only Blogger.com profile. That's the reason I use that. But still, if you want, you can go to GoDaddy. You can go to GoDaddy's hosting service provider. Let me say I click on the add to cart option. Okay, it wants me to take my order here. So continue to cart, continue to shop. We can do that. Okay, you can also go ahead and create a hosting service provider with them. Okay, they have an option called hosting. Go there. Okay, so like one gentleman from this session asked me this doubt, like what determines the speed of the server. See, web hosting, Linux hosting. Okay, so the operating system of the server will be Linux. Okay, Windows hosting, like my laptop computer, there will be an operating system of the server which they are using is a Windows operating system. Okay, and they also have other options like business hosting and reseller hosting. So these are something related to their business, which means reseller means I can buy a huge space from GoDaddy. Let me say some 1000 GB, and in the local area I can sell it like okay 2 GB per customer, 2 GB per customer for 1000 rupees. I can buy 1000 rupees for let me say some 20,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees, and I have it under my control, and I will distribute that one to all the people for 2 GB one website, another 2 GB one website. Like this, I can have 100 plus customers whosoever can take up the service, and I can charge each customer 5 to 10,000 rupees. So I buy the 1000 GB space for let me say 20,000, and because I rent this space to other people for 5 to 10,000 rupees, I can make somewhere around 2 to 3 lakh rupees every year. So that is basically a reseller program, which means like hosting is being offered. Okay, so you can go ahead and create an account with GoDaddy, okay, or with the Bluehost of your choice. Okay, the beauty is it is like a telephone number. Okay, at any time, if you are not satisfied, you can transfer your domain from GoDaddy to Google domain to Bluehost to HostGator. You can transfer your domain name, you can transfer your hosting service provider. At any point in time, you can transfer your domain name and hosting service provider from one place to another at any time.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, sir.
As I told earlier, yesterday, one of my website, now it's in control of somebody who has looks after domain and the hosting. Now, suppose I want to take the control from them, and the person has to transfer a few things to us. And suppose he is not, he wants to, keep a control with him, and he does not want to transfer. So without that transfer of data, can we change the hosting rights and we can continue with the different domain name?
If there is a different domain name, which means you are already not taking any control from that domain. See, only when you have the same domain name, they should give you. They cannot say no. That is a business model. People cannot say no for transferring your domain to your other service. Okay, there is a legal activity that is always there, stopping people from migrating from one website to another where the hosting is not suggested. No business will do it, to be very frank.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So people can we can take that host transfer from them.
Yeah, obviously the people who is supporting you must help you to transfer it from this place to another.
Is it a very long process?
No, sir. It is a one-day process. It's a process of 15 minutes. It takes only 24 hours to complete.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's very simple. Okay, very simple. You and me can do it if you know how to do it. That's it. So transferring a domain or a hosting service provider is like adding a beneficiary to your bank account and transferring the fund.
Oh, okay.
Now, if this is difficult, that is also difficult.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wonderful. Why I'm telling this one is because I have got a domain which is registered with GoDaddy. Okay, not with GoDaddy, I think. Okay, so all the domain which I have, my website appron.com was registered with GoDaddy initially when I bought it. Can you see this? Okay. Now this is transferred from GoDaddy to Google.com. I think it was done in a single day. Okay. So this domain was transferred from another one to this particular one. Okay, so domain name you can have, so you can buy. You can renew it on regular basis. You should renew it. Okay, so this is what it is. And in the next session to come, okay, I'm going to tell you how do we, actually do it practically. Okay, I'm going to take the free platform. The reason because uh, see what are the things which I'm teaching as a trainer, which one I feel as my highest success rate. The second highest success rate, what I personally feel as a trainer, is people should be able to duplicate whatever I'm telling you, whatever I'm going to do it. Okay, if I tell you something, you should be able to duplicate it, which means like you can actually execute it and see the things are happening. For example, voice typing, for example, domain name registration and all this stuff. Okay, if I make it very technical, which you cannot do it is not a justice that we do for the profession, to be very frank. Okay, so you should be able to do it independent. That is very important. That's the reason, now going from the scratch to the concepts. Okay, now what happens, like I will tell you how I do my website of amudakumar.com, or I do have a website of lightmentors.com. I do have a website of lightmentors.in. That is basically, so this is lightmentors.in. Okay, this website is a WordPress website, which means a website that is being maintained using a WordPress content management system. Okay, so this is a WordPress content management system which I have. Okay, now so this website which I'm using right now is basically, it is hosted using a blogger.com. Okay, which means a free hosting service platform which I'm using it from Google. So this is basically a hosting service that is taken from blogger.com. The reason why I use this blogger.com is because this is my plan B. Lightmentors.com is my plan B, because if there is anything happens to plan A, this website is not working, I will immediately redirect people to this one so that my users don't feel that there is nothing available. So I take care of my visitors' behavior, their user experience very seriously. Okay, so I can make sure that I believe that I maintain this one with another 860 rupees every year, but this one with almost, I can go with my, I think I closed it. Okay, I can go with my website and all this stuff. So lightmentors.in or .com, okay, whatever it may be. And I'm going to tell you, maybe post this session of, the afternoon session, what you can do is, you'll be able to have your own custom domain on your own name with a minimal cost. Okay, so that you can continue, you can generate revenue, you can generate leads, you can actually do lots of stuff with respect to the stuff which I'm going to teach you. It will be a really great to you. But for business people, I want to give you this as a second choice, because I generally don't encourage, okay, business people to go for free platforms, because it's a business, the trust will be lost on a business. When people look at the free platform hosted website, they generally lose trust. But still, if you can make it to such an extent that you win people's trust by interacting with you and all this stuff, that is your choice. Okay. So creating a domain name and creating a hosting service provider and connecting with them, connecting all these three, you can have your website design being created and downloaded. I'm going to teach you about how do you, create a free platform, customize it for your name requirements, and how do you upload your content, text and everything, and also the website that will be for you. You can create it. Okay, and if you are unable to capture the concepts within this particular session of doing it, don't worry, I have a recorded videos of those sessions of my previous classes and other stuff. Whomsoever is badly in need of it, I will share it. Okay, that's from my side. Okay, gentlemen, I'm done with it. So logically, this is how we will be creating services. Okay, now Mr. Bharati has raised a question. Please suggest other service providers than GoDaddy. I have outsourced this one to Google. Okay, so go to Google and start searching for hosting service providers in India. Okay, so go to Google. Okay, so delete all this stuff and click. Show me the list of Google, hosting service providers in India. Okay, so I got some stuff. Okay, what I can do, if I want to see the list without GoDaddy, put minus GoDaddy.
Here are the listings for service providers.
It's okay. No. So show me the list of Google service providers in India minus GoDaddy. Means except GoDaddy, Google is going to show you other options. Okay, cloud with Google. Okay, we have moneycontrol.com is giving some suggestions. fiber.google.com with your internet connection. Okay, so Google's, oh, I said Google service provider. Come on, yeah, hosting service provider. Okay. So this is machine. You give wrong input, it gives you wrong output. Okay.
Okay. So may I ask one question?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I have also a doubt that whenever you used to, once I have uploaded one website in GoDaddy, so the service was very slow. It was the beginner package, but it was taking too much of time for downloading our website. So what is the reason behind it? Although the data we have uploaded was very less, but still it was slow. So what was the
Okay.
reason behind?
Do you have a domain name now with GoDaddy?
Right now, we have terminated the service, but it was very slow. Means what was the reason when it becomes slow? And I opted for the beginners package.
Anyway, I've already said like there are two famous brands which are advertising huge, but I don't suggest them. That is different. Okay, I cannot identify where is the problem, but I can do one thing. I can take your website something like this. Okay, let me say this is your website. Okay, right? Take this and go to Google and search Google Page Speed Insights tool. So Google has declared a tool exclusively for people to understand about the speed related issues of your website. You're getting a point? Okay. Go there, put your website and analyze that website. Now Google is going to tell you what is stopping your website from loading faster. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what is the reason? Where does it take more time? This is one. Now, after knowing this, you and me cannot do anything, to be very frank. We need to go to the developer and tell a developer, you know what? Okay, my website, latest contentful paint, there is something. So these are, it breaks down your website total loading time. Can you see here? Okay, so speed index 56, something like that. And it says, what are the opportunities we need to do to increase your website? Remove JavaScript, properly size image and all this stuff. Okay. Now see, reduce initial server response time. See, look at this one. My server response time is like 0.01 second, but Google says even this one is very slow. You have to increase. You have to reduce your server response time. You're getting a point? Okay. So like this, if you leave this one to your web developer, okay, to make it very simple, go to your web developer and say, hey, you know what? Make my website 100%. Very simple. Okay. Now it is the responsibility of the web developer to revisit the content and have it fixed. Okay. Now it may be slow because your server is slow, but look at this one in the desktop version. In the desktop or computer version, my website is 97, which means people who are using my content in a smartphone and computer. Okay. See how faster it is working with respect to computer. But the problem is with respect to my mobile interface content. Now I go and tell to my developer that, hey developer, you know what? My website seems very slow or something like that in a mobile phone interface. Can we have a look at it? So these are all the breakdown that Google says, like here is the problem, here is the problem. Where are the opportunities that you can improve? Okay. If I have a developer, I will do it. Otherwise, I'll hire a developer for a one-time charges. And I tell the developer, I will pay you 5,000 rupees if you have my mobile interface being created up to 100. That's it. This is what I do to do that. Okay. Even if you have a website, go out and check using tools like this. That will tell you where is actually the problem is. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There is one more tool. There is one more tool beyond Google that is called Pingdom. This is amazing also, to be very frank. Okay. You know what this tool will do? This tool will exactly tell you where your website is going delayed. Exactly. Okay. So I think they have changed the interface now. Let us see. Okay. So okay. So Pingdom speed test. Let me go directly. So tools.pingdom.com. So website speed test. Now this tool will break down which one is taking more time. You can better understand. Okay. So go feed your URL here and click on start test. Okay. So hang on. We are running the test. You're running the test for a long time. Come on, man. Okay, it's done. That means no result here. Okay, it has come. So it says your website gets around 67% out of 100, and your website takes 3 seconds and 59 seconds to load overall. So what are the things contributing to this one? Okay, so there is something called DNS lookup. Okay, so there is a I have to improve a performance of 30 URL redirection. Okay, so I need to compress the content, something like that. Okay, let me come down to the bottom. Let me come down to the bottom. I can see here. Can I see? Okay, there is a delay from domain name service provider. Domain name service takes 343.6 milliseconds. The security certificate takes 104 milliseconds. So there is a wait time of 519 milliseconds. Put all these together. Okay, so 1204 milliseconds is the time that is taken within this one. Okay, so which one is highest? Look at this one. The yellow color is highest. There is a wait time of 519 with respect to domain name service provider. Now this will break down where is the delay. Is the delay between the sending the content, receiving the content in the domain name service? Now look at it and you can make a decision of whether to have a same hosting service provider or same domain name service provider. And based on this data, you can go ahead and have it fix it. Okay, so in digital, please go with data, don't go with assumption. Never assume things. Arandavanaku irundadallam pay. Adnala neenga edha nenichalume vandu you'll be like kind of whatever the factor you think, that will be the reason for it is what you'll be thinking. Okay, so with respect to digital, please believe data, don't assume things. That's from my side. Okay, when you want to say that your hosting is not good, tell the person that your hosting is not good because I checked with this speed check tools and your hosting is taking 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Make sense?
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I have one more question.
Yeah.
May I ask?
Yes, please.
Sir, the thing is that once we have created a website, we have uploaded in a host server. So we can do changes online itself? Suppose I just want to change one image or just I want to change the content. So besides downloading all the coding, is it possible that we can change online itself a little bit and then we can, besides creating
Yes.
one HTML or executable file, just making a single change and then we can upload it?
You can do it. You can do it by yourself, provided the method in which you are hosting. There is one method called cPanel hosting, which means like you have to work with the coding directly. Okay. Okay, that's basically cPanel hosting. There is one more method which is used as content management system hosting, CMS, like WordPress and Magento. Okay, if you are using WordPress or Magento content management system, you can modify or change it by yourself. You don't need any technical support. Okay. If you are configuring through cPanel, you need to know how to use the technical support. I mean the coding languages.
So I use the cPanel, but every time what I have to do, I have to download all the coding, or otherwise I have to go for uploading all the process. Means I have to change it, then again I have to upload just for a single image or just for a single video.
Check with your hosting service provider that you can install WordPress on your hosting service. Okay. If it is installed, you can take the complete control to your WordPress content management system. That will make it easier for you.
Okay.
Or check out some platform like Page Builder with respect to a cPanel, who can automatically help you to edit and those monitor. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, you can do that.
Thank you very
Wonderful.
much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.